It's a day in the mountains. The finish isn't decided at the top of the climb, but the route is challenging, and it's an important day for the general classification. You will have to be there on the final climb if we are to do well. We're able to follow the best and aim for top 5. Have a good day, guys. Go! Go!
Hello and welcome back to some more Tour de France 2020. This is part 18 of our adventure. It's gonna be almost impossible to get the yellow jersey, but you know, there could be a crash in the peloton, there could be anything. We've got to be there to take advantage of that sort of thing. It's the hardest stage we've got to go, so we've got to give it our best. Obviously, the final stage is not going to have any impact at all, you would imagine, on the overall standings. Finished first 5 with Landa is an objective. Toynes in the breakaway potentially. I think that's what we'll go for. So we'll have Toynes in the breakaway.
Hello,
as it's downhill at the start.
Team. 5 mountain passes, 4,000 meters of vertical gain. The riders won't be taking it easy today. Talents as a climber are essential for aspiring stage winners, but descender skills won't go amiss.
I'm going to straight away say merely predict our leaders. We're not bothered about working with other folk.
Right, lads. You've got plenty on the plate today. There's not a flat kilometer in it. You can't even let up on the way downhill. You'll have to stay focused. Do your best. Good luck.
Right, people already away in the break. Trying to get ourselves away here, but it's not working out. Can't get ourselves placed. But here we go. Finally, we managed to get Toynes away.
The peloton is riding hard. Stay well placed.
I'll just follow this
Watch
guy.
out. You'll soon have no more energy to attack.
So there we go. We're away with Toynes. You know, at least we'll have somebody up there, hopefully, if the worst does happen. Where's Toynes? He's 33 minutes back.
The breakaway can't widen the gap.
But yeah, it's not looking like this is gonna happen, unfortunately. But we'll try our best. I think it's possibly worth going to get in behind these guys. I think if anyone's going to succeed, it's going to be the ones that have already kind of broken the back of the peloton. So there you go. Looks like it's going to be a successful breakaway, this one now. So we'll see how it goes. We've let Valgren come in as well, so we'll work with our opponents and try and build a lead.
Behind. This isn't the moment to relax. There's plenty of damage at the back of the peloton. It will be a long day in the saddle for those who fall behind.
The Cormet de Roselend is a first category climb. The first one to the top scores 10 extra points towards the mountains classification. You'll then have to keep a clear head on the descent towards Beaufort, because it's technically...
Well, we're 2.5 kilometres away from the top. We did have an intermediate sprint, but it was just the breakaway group that took the point, so there wasn't really anything to worry about with that. Interestingly, we're a good 6 minutes.
He's the best climber in the breakaway.
6-7 minutes ahead of the peloton here, so it could be quite a big moment, this. The feed is a long way away, so I don't think it's worth anyone really taking the feed at the present time, you know, unless they absolutely need to. But this could be an absolutely huge win for the breakaway if we can keep it up, and that's a huge if. We've got a very tough descent coming, so we'll just have to see. Maybe take ever so slight amount of our blue feed just to keep us ticking along here. 0.3 kilometers to go. I don't see any real reason to attack this.
Here's the positions
We get
over
some
the last
points. There was no real need to overexert ourselves there, so let's get ourselves our energy back, and hopefully we'll be alright. But it's certainly very interesting that we've got this much
shelter from the wind, so as
of a
not to
gap.
consume energy. This is what allows a rider to edge clear at the end of the race.
So here we come down the hill, trying to get as much of our energy back as we physically can. A little bit on the grass there, but it's okay.
When going downhill, the aerodynamic position is useful to increase speed without expending energy.
Absolutely beautiful scenery today.
A teammate is beginning to lose touch.
I mean, can you imagine if Landa was in this group? I mean, he would never have been allowed to get this far, but you know, it would have been absolutely amazing.
Guys, don't forget to protect our leader. Communication is important.
What's going on? He usually says that when people are in trouble. I think they'll be okay. They've only got 0.3 kilometers to go. I think they should be all right.
That's why we have Team Com.
So, still got a bit of a descent to go. We've just got a little bit of a horizontal region, and then a steep descent. But yeah, we're making big time at the moment. 7 minutes 17 on the peloton. Well, about 2 kilometers away from the top of this climb, so you know, we need to
Keep an eye on
maybe
him.
be a
He's
little
the best climber in the
careful
breakaway.
of blown up, but I don't think we will. And we've got a bit of a downhill patch after this as well, so still got a very good lead on the peloton, 6:25. So, you know, may think about trying a bit of a breakaway with Landa and trying to get up to maybe that group of 20 with Bookman. But we'll just have to see. I mean, you know, he's only about a kilometre behind them. But, no, are we going to get the points here? Not quite, but I'm not planning on exerting myself too much there.
Here's the positions over the last climb.
So we'll head down. And 6 points for the climber classification, which is good. So maybe have a little look. Should we give him his blue feed? I guess we should. If we head now to Landa. Right, all of these can have their blue feed now. Just need to check that Cavendish isn't on the cutting room floor. No, he's fine. He hasn't even reached the climb yet, so yeah, let's hop on board with Landa and see what the situation is. Okay, so 2 kilometers to go with him.
I'll confuse resume feed.
I think it might be worth putting in a little bit of pace here. I know we're talking about keeping stuff in reserve, but I think this is an opportunity to get right back into it. So we're going to try and get up to Bookman.
The peloton is riding hard. Stay well placed.
So, gonna put in a little bit of pace. Nothing too strenuous. There you go. So we're done with the climb. And now we can set about trying to catch Bookman. That's the target. We can take more of our blue feed because we're picking up feed very, very shortly. Got Pasha with us. So I've got about 30 seconds on the peloton as it stands. So looking at that, we've got the rest of this downhill section. And then we pick up our feed. So there's a couple of guys in front. Yeah, try and get a bit of our energy back while we're on this downhill section. So there we go.
He's the highest placed of the climbers in the breakaway.
And a new ascent begins. The Col des Aravis. More than 10 kilometers of climbing awaits the riders. The first 5 kilometers shouldn't trouble.
So let's just have a little look at this. We're trying to catch Bookman and get into that little group of 14. Toynes is looking pretty good at the front, which is good.
It's only thereafter that the percentages begin to hurt.
So just really trying to get the energy levels back up while we got the chance. Well, about 2.5 kilometers to go with Toynes here, and well, as you can see, Landa.
Behind. It's good news for the overall standings.
Landa's back in the peloton now. You know, we tried our hardest to catch up, but I think Bookman was just too far ahead in the end. So safer just stick him back in the peloton and wait for later. Really.
Keep an eye on him. He's the best climber in the breakaway.
So with Toynes, it's all about really just staying in this breakaway group. I'm not that bothered about stealing points off these guys because I don't think any of them are particularly in contention to take the polka dot jersey, so I think just hang back. So here we go, heading up now, and well, we're going to get 3 points, or 2 points anyway, so third, and that was just from taking the wheel of Uran. And now, very important to just lead the way down here.
The end of the stage is not far off. Stay awake. It will soon start to move in the peloton.
So I'm trying to follow Uran here. Get a bit of energy back.
Classification does not necessarily have to attack. Depending on his lead, he can simply follow attacks and counter at the very end of the stage.
So, if you look at the composition, I mean, Uran is going to get right back into this if this continues. You know, peloton 7 minutes behind. You know, still got 2 climbs to go. Could be a biggie. Are any of these high in the green jersey? No, it doesn't look like it. So I think Cavendish is a dead cert for that as well. Here we come back through the ski resorts. So it's looking good, basically. 7.5 minutes on the peloton. Now you can see we're about 2 kilometers away from the top here. Get a bit of a time bonus if we do come out on top here. So it might be worth actually winning this one. So I'm just trying to keep as much energy in reserve as possible, because it looks like it does go slightly further up after it. So I'll just reduce the pace ever so slightly there. Buchmann's group is the second group now. You can see Froome's dropped off that main peloton. Well, all of our guys are pretty much in there, other than Mahoric now. Just want to check nobody's up for cutting, which I don't think they are, so that's fine. So we can keep an eye on how far we've got, and that's 0.5 kilometers, so not bad. You can see they're wanting to attack a little bit, but we're the ones over the line.
Well done! You took the last climb. It prevents our competitors from stealing too many points.
So I think Mahoric should be alright now for the polka dot jersey, if he wasn't already. So still a little bit further to go up. So it's not worth being in our own group. But then we got the large descent down the hill.
The advance of the lead group should be enough to carry it to the end.
And he seems to think that we're going to be victorious in this stage, which makes sense. So Woods has gone off a little bit, but that doesn't seem to be the wisest idea.
His team is riding for the overall standings. The front of the race will struggle to widen the gap.
Yeah, so I wonder whether... Whoops! I thought we were following there. Don't know what happened. I wonder whether it's worth going back to our guys in the peloton, which doesn't include Bernal anymore, which is interesting. And we'll get Landa to catch Fuglsang Where is Vogelsang? Is he in this group? Yeah, he is. So that's who we're gonna go for. So that's fine.
Okay, I'll consume a feed.
So coming
The
down the
breakaway
hill now.
increased its lead on the yellow jersey group.
And Woods has still actually gone on by himself, and he's a minute and 34 ahead, and he only has that second class climb to go. It could be a genius move, but we'll find out soon. Well, with over in second, Woods has bolted, and he's got 1 minute 26 on us. We have got a little bit in reserve though, but only 8 kilometers to go. Are we going to be able to catch him? I'm not entirely sure, to be honest with you. Well, we're going for it. Woods has won, but we're coming over the line in second.
Watch out. You'll soon have
And
no
that
more
was
energy to
a
attack.
pretty good stage for Toynes, it has to be said. I think we now head to Landa, and we desperately try and get him to go.
Okay, I'll put in a big acceleration.
Oh, well, that's the wall. That wasn't good. I mean, you just can't believe that Toynes finished so far ahead. But there's Benal. So we've got to try and finish ahead of him. I don't know how long we got to go. Kilometre and a half.
Reduce speed a bit, otherwise you'll hit the wall.
But here we come with Landa. We're
You
going to
seem be
finish
running on empty.
24th.
Lift your foot if you don't want to blow
Where
up.
did Benal finish? That's the interesting thing. Who else have we got? So, yeah, they're quite far away actually. So we'll just get them to finish off. And hopefully Cavendish will remain in the cut. He's 30 minutes off the stage winner, which is crazy. So Philipsen is the last rider, and he may well not stay in the Tour de France, but who knows. But that wasn't bad from Landa. If we hadn't hit the wall, I think we would have done a lot better, and might have shaved another 30 seconds or so off. But let's see. Well done to Wood.
Here is the winner of the Méribel Roche-sur-Foron stage.
Well done.
He found a way to master his ride. He is in sparkling
And
form.
Benal is still leading the way. Defending champion. Looks like he's going to defend his crown. Let's have a look at what effect that has had on the general classification. I think, you know, he's going to be virtually guaranteed to win now, unless something absolutely insane happens in the last 3 stages.
Well done, guys. It's a nice podium place today. I was expecting to see you towards the front, but not necessarily on the podium. Once again, well done. We retain the green jersey. Well done, guys.
Well, there you go. Toynes finishes second. 14 seconds he has to take off his time. which is good. But if we go down, you can see Landa finished 24th in the end. Bernal finished only 5 seconds behind. So that, again, even though we beat him, we can't catch up to him that much. And well, 7th place for Landa. Would be amazing if we could sneak into that top 5, but I don't think that's going to happen either. Quells down there. Toynes is going to have had a good day, surely. Yeah, he's up 4 to 25th place. Mohoric is leading the way, and I don't think he can be caught now. I think that's guaranteed, and I think Cavendish will be guaranteed as well. So there you have it, and we're probably going to win the team classification, which is something to be proud of, definitely. So yes, if you've enjoyed that, make sure you leave a like down below. It really does help out. It means a lot to me as well. Subscribe to the channel for daily Tour de France videos. Only 3 more, and I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.